So this is just a quick video on classic series Stratocasters, of which I have 3 at this point. This is a 1999 first year classic 50s, 1999 first year classic 60s, and a 2006 classic 50s. All of these have 7¼ inch radius necks. This one has a fat 54 style neck. This one has a 60s C-shaped neck, and this one has a V-shaped neck. So these are all very comfortable to play. You do have to mod these, in my opinion. I put cold rolled steel blocks in every one of them, and pickups of my choice here are Hot Vintage Noiseless, Texas Specials, and our Custom Shop 69s. So these are all amazingly well playing guitars. If you set them up right, you can totally bend a minor and a major third on the E and the B string on each one of those. And this one has medium jumbos because it has been refretted. So these ones still have vintage frets, which I don't mind. But the medium jumbo is a 6105. Dunlops make a difference in bending and stuff. So it's not a bad upgrade. It's an expensive upgrade. So I only do this when it comes down to having it refretted. Then I put medium jumbos on. So these are original frets. So as far as the mods goes, it's a valid argument against it, because the more money you put in a budget guitar, why don't you get the more expensive one? I do see that point, but you can find these for around $550, right? So pickups of your choice, Fender Custom Shop, run you about $240. So $240, let's say $240, and the block is about $30, so $270 added to the $500. That's like $740 or $800. You're still $100 cheaper than a road horn, which some people don't like the relicing, which in my opinion actually looks better than some of the custom shop guitars Fender makes, but the relicing. But you know, if you don't want to spend the 900 and plus on a road horn, get one of these for 500. The frets only come in when you do refret them. The vintage ones work just fine. It's not an argument that you can't bend on a 7¼ inch vintage style fret guitar. It's just BS, because if you know what to do, if you set it up right, it plays just fine. Like I said, major and minor thirds from the E string and the B string work just well. They do stay in tune, of course, if you know how to set them up right. So, you know, if you find one of these for $500, which you can, because I bought this one for $500 and I bought this one for $500. So this one I bought new. It's a great choice. And there's a rumor floating around, which I don't know if it's true or not, that they, in the first years, whatever they used, American Vintage reissue bodies and necks, which I don't know if it's true, but they play really, really well. The only thing that you don't have compared to a road worn is the finish. This is not nitro, but whatever, you know. Nitro looks cool because it changes color. This one is weird. I still don't know. I haven't gotten an answer yet what this is, because it's very thin skin and it changes the color and it crackles. So Poly's not supposed to do that. So I don't know what that is, but it's not supposed to be nitro because they didn't make the lacquer Strat yet. There's a 50s model lacquer in the 60s, I believe, but this is not it. So I don't know what that is. I did put a 3-ply pickguards on each one of those. Usually have a single ply. This one has a 3-ply because it's a 60s model. But, you know, you don't have to do that. Whatever. I just like the look. So, anyway, if you can find one of these, they have amazing colors. Sonic Blue, Daphne Blue, 2-tone Sunburst, 3-tone Sunburst, Dakota Red, Fiesta Red, Olympic White. You know, all your classic colors. If you can find one of these for $500, which is totally doable, put on a little money for the upgrades, and you will be super happy. So, in my opinion, they play just as well as these guys over here, which are a little more expensive, but you know, this is just a video in a classic series, which I love. The Ventera over here is good too. I'm not talking about that one now, but the classics are freaking amazing, and I'm just looking for another one now to build my little collection because I love them. So don't let anybody tell you that you cannot bend on a 7¼ inch neck, because everybody did it. Clapton did it, Gilmour did it, Hendrix did it, Stevie Ray did it. So, you know, whatever. If you're not married to a compound neck, if you're not married to nitro, and you're fine with adding a few upgrades, which most people upgrade their Strats anyway get one of these, man. You will be just as happy as with a more expensive one if you just put in a little money and a little attention to the setup and the upgrades, and they will play marvelously well. So I love the Fender Classic series. This is not a sound video where I play these guys, because it always depends on how the setup is, which amp you're using. And it's always a player, not the instrument, to be honest with you, because these are just fine. It's a proven design. Come on. Anybody who's talking trash about Stratocasters, I have nothing to say to you, so whatever. So if you like Strats, give this a chance. You can find them all over the place. Great bang for your buck. Love them.